Hello, fellow mini makers. Welcome to my messy desk. Today I'm going to show you this miniature gingerbread house kit that I've made, and I'm going to show you how we put it together. It comes with all the candies that you need, little gumdrops and candy canes and cookies and all of that. It also comes with your glue, a whipped air dry clay that acts just like icing that you can cut the little corner off the bag and pipe it on, or even spread it on with a paddle that's included. Here's all the pieces to the gingerbread house itself that get glued together. It's got the base, the paddle, the toothpicks to apply your glue. So let's get started. So here's the kit, the house itself, and we're going to glue our pieces together. Your little tub here includes all the glue you'll need, and I use a toothpick to apply it. It's tacky glue, so it sticks really quickly and works well. So I'm going to start with the front of the house, and I want to get the walls on. So I place glue along the inside. You'll be able to tell the inside from the out just from the texture. So I'm putting it on the front and the back right now. And then we're going to put our walls on. Now you'll want to have some patience during this because they're not going to immediately just stand up like you want them to. So we're going to put it on. We're going to hold it in place for a few minutes, let it kind of set up, and then I'll throw the back side on and come back and show you what it looks like. So we have those pieces constructed now, and we're ready for the roof tiles. We're still careful at this point because the glue is not completely dry on the house, but it's enough to hold it together for us to work on this. So we're going to apply glue along the eaves here of the house, the arches of the house, and that's where we're going to put our roof tiles. Now our roofs are set just a slightly larger than the house itself, so they can hang over just a little bit in the front and back. And they'll also hang down on the sides just a little as well. So we fit those into place carefully. Don't want to push too hard. And then we match them up in the middle at the top of the house. And we just kind of gently push them into place, as you see. And they stick rather quickly since our house is pretty much constructed. So we're going to move them to the front just a little bit more. Push them into place. And now I'm going to set this aside and let it dry completely with our glue. And then I'm going to move on to the icing and show you how that goes. So now that our house is dried, I went ahead and decided to glue it to the base. The base is sparkly side up. And you can glue this on however you want. In the middle, the side, sideways. I decided to put it over to the side. So included in your kit is a front door and a wreath that's already been constructed by me. It just needs to be glued into place. Now you can use these, or you can choose to use different candies or candy canes, however you want to do it. At this point, it's your creativity that takes over. You can design this however you want, put the decorations however you want. And there's enough included that you'll end up with extras left over. I made sure of that. So now we're going to put on our little wreath, adding a little bit more glue. And at this point, you're going to notice that if you have a pair of tweezers, use them. They will come in very handy putting your little pieces into place on this. So we're going to get our little wreath put into place there, glued on tight. So that's the beginning. And now we also have candy canes included. And I think I want to place one on either side of this house. Once again, there's other canes included, rainbow canes, all types of candies. So you don't have to follow it at this point. Like I said, it's completely up to you how you decide to decorate from here on out. But I'm going to place these little candy canes on the side, and I think they just look adorable there. So we'll get the other one put into place. Make sure they're secure and even. And I really like how that came out. I like the cuteness of that. And we're going to go from here, and we're going to start using our icing because I want to put some scalloped icing on the roof and add our candies to it. So I'm going to close up the glue, and our bag of air dry clay can work just like an icing bag that you can pipe out. So I'm going to cut the tiniest little bit off the corner of this bag. You don't have to open the Ziploc part. And we're going to twist around at the top of the bag and treat this just like a bag of icing, and it comes out so easy. Don't squeeze too hard or you'll get a big clump. So just by raising my hand up and down as I'm piping this out, it's creating a little pattern like little balls of icing. And that's just what I was looking for. Now, like I said, you can also use the paddle that's included and spread this on full, like full icing. But I think I want to go with a sort of scalloped look on my icing. And this little bag works beautifully for it. Now, this complete kit can be found for sale at my website at ittybittyminis.com. And there's a limited number available right now, but I'm hoping to refill and make even more soon. So if you're interested in purchasing it, that's where you can find it. So we're going to continue our scalloped icing on both sides. And it looks absolutely adorable. I love how that's turning out because I'm going to place the gumballs. Now be careful at this point. If you stick your finger in this icing or drop it accidentally, it's going to mess it all up. It takes about 2-3 hours for this icing to really set up and get to where it's hardened enough. So be prepared to place your candies after you've done your icing, because if you wait for too long, your icing is going to dry and your candies won't sink into it. And I like the look of the candies sunk in. Now you can certainly glue them on afterwards if you need to, if your icing dries. So don't panic, but I like the icing done that way. Now I'm going to take the little gumdrops that I've made, and they've been rolled in a glittery substance that looks like sugar. So they look like little sugar-coated candies. So they're absolutely adorable. And I'm going to use all the different colors included. There's 6 different colors, and there's at least 10 of each color. So you have plenty to work on your entire project with. There's also a long candy cane that you can use that I have that's not curled at the top that you can put across the top of your house, but you certainly don't have to do it that way. The creative process at this point is completely up to you. So this is where your own artistic view comes in. Or you can certainly follow exactly the way I do it, and you'll know how it's going to turn out. The good thing is everything is already baked. This won't need any further work other than you putting it together and letting your icing and glue dry. So it also comes with little peppermint candies that you can put in place on the roof as well. So the only limits is your imagination. So I'm going to place a few more candies here, and then I'm going to break off and I'm going to finish decorating this little house the way I want to. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the finished product of what I've done. So here is my finished piece. I just adore the way it came out. The piped icing looks just like icing, and it air dries, like I said, in the air. I've also placed the peppermint candies around, and I put a dollop of icing over to the side as well, and placed my cookies and candy cane and lollipops, and even made a little pathway with peppermint candies. So you can follow me on Facebook at Itty Bitty Minis. You can visit my website at ittybittyminis.com, or you can follow me here on YouTube at Gina Holland. That's Gina, Gina. Thanks for watching, and remember, every creator has a messy desk.